Okay, Dow Jones continue to the upside. And that's pretty much, you have this little flag, you have this thing, little down day yesterday, 54 points. People always try to start, talking about tops and stuff. And I've never, I said there was a confusing part of the market pretty much after the government shutdown or the debt ceiling stuff and all that crap. And once you got to this day of this 16th and you see a follow through on the 17th, which basically showed you to me this was pretty much show bullish, and then you have follow through. So it's continuing up, and if you look at the weekly, looks great. Continue to the upside, and that's pretty much my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not looking to overanalyze certain things. Price is definitely paying well. Composite doing the same thing. Look like if you could clear this 1350, yeah, 1350 area, 1347 area, you look to be in good shape as well. Weekly, I mean, from the hammer to the sideways consolidation hammer to the engulfing pattern continue upside. Right here, right now, we're looking really, really good. Let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500. You have a little sideways consolidation. Definitely would need it to get above that 1760 area, and that looks good. But again, weekly look, it really looks good. Even if you want to go back to the monthly, it still looks very, very good. So, this is going back to 1970, 1972. So, it is what it is. So right now, right here, right now is where you need to trade. You can only trade the right side of the chart. So it's not a matter of if what's going to happen in the future. Can't predict the future. You can only react to what happens. And right now, it's looking good to continue to the upside. So it is what it is. Russell 2000. Again, doing the same thing, pretty much looks identical to the Nasdaq. That one looks great as well. So let's start getting some names. Apple continued to the upside, broke above this pretty much this hammer formation back at previous support. Looks like it could be going high. It gave you a plus $7 day today, which is a very good thing for them. Google. Google continuing, broke out above these highs, and right now, if it still looks good. Still looks good to the upside. Facebook, I'm actually going to do a video on this because we had a couple questions regarding that. So just kind of have to see what plays out from here. But again, my line in the sand is anything above this high looks good to me, and it's still above this prior pivot point or breakout level. So it's testing support, and let's see what happens from there. You had NQ. NQ bathed today. It really was down hard, down a lot. Jesus, I didn't even think it was down almost 50%. Here's the thing that for me that I wouldn't have any pity on somebody that told me, all right, they lost a ton of their things, because it didn't gap down. Like the gaps are the annoying thing. The gaps are where you're saying, I couldn't have predicted that. I don't know what happened. If it wasn't earnings, something might have came after hours, but this is not after hours. This is during hours. So you should have been stopped out, at least at 17. I mean, if I was in this thing long and it broke around this 20 area, just psychologically, I'd be like, all right, I'm gone. Okay. So that's just a lessons learned, because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. This is what, it's all about, is to make sure that, that you're learning from either someone else's mistake or what could happen. So you always trade with stops. If you're trend following very, very long-term basis, you still have to have some type of enter and exit rules. So don't, let anybody fool you regarding that. What other names we got? Disney continued to the upside. Now it just looks like it's flagging, and I look to see more on that. Visa looks really good. It's actually something I might be looking at. O'Reilly actually gapped down, and I don't know if there was a news or something, because I was looking to get long this stock actually, and I ended up not getting long. So I'm glad of that. Time Warner is continuing to the upside. Just right now it's a little overextended, so looking for a little pullback or something like that to get me back. I'm actually still long this position, so I'm just scaling some back and kind of just work from there and see how it goes. Let's see what Biogen did. This was one that I was looking at. Might still be setting up for some more upside, so let's see how this one breaks out and goes from there. Cores, Michael Kors, to me is just flagging. Just looks like it's just flagging, quite honestly, and just gonna do some more upside damage. Just gotta kind of wait and, maybe you look at, trying to get above this previous high, and the volume is very low on this pullback, so might be something you want to look at, because when you start looking at the I mean, it needs to get above this stay above this previous high, which is 78.62. So just really want to look at that. Solar City. Um, I mean, this looks good to me. I mean, I would like it to clear here, eventually clear this this area right here. So kind of see where this one goes. But I like the way the volume died on the pullback, and now we just want the volume to increase to the upside. So this one actually looks pretty good to me. Microsoft is right at the 50 days, so we kind of have to see how that goes. Chipotle continuing to the upside. You have Save pulling back, and could give you some opportunity, and just kind of want to see how this one plays out. If you can get at least above this area, above this 44 area, to get back to some type of long side. You have Proto Labs, which is PRLB. That one looks good to get to the upside. So that's one, again, this looks good price action. I mean, if you look at the 5, excuse me, the weekly, I press 5 to get the weekly on water, and just a quick, that's why I said the 5. Looks good. Monthly, I mean, does it get any better than this? I mean, is that, so take a look at that. Of course, check earnings and stuff like that to keep everything going. Dunkin' Donuts has been on a tear, and it pretty much pulled back pretty hard. So it did follow through on this engulfing pattern yesterday. So you should have gotten stopped out around this area. So hopefully you didn't take a bath on this one, and you kind of can see if you can get back in. So we'll see how that one plays out regarding, Evercore gapped up pretty well. I don't know if it had earnings or anything like that. Let's look at Q. Looks like it might be setting up maybe for some more highs. Yep, the volume. Okay, volume died down here. Looks like it could be pretty good. And one more, I'll look at Ulta. Ulta looks like it could be setting up for more highs as well. Weekly looks good. Monthly looks good. And we'll kind of just go from there. So let me actually look at some big names, just because it's always good to look at Amazon. Amazon could be flagging. Maybe want to get it above this area right here, this 337.11. And Priceline looks like it could be setting up for more highs as well. Of course, you want it above that 1100. And we did look at Google already, which, quite honestly, looks like it could be setting up for some more highs as well. So that's pretty much it. So didn't get to do, I had a real busy day yesterday, so I wasn't able to get the video out, and I woke up extremely this morning, had some appointments, meetings and stuff. So trade them well, okay? Take care. Remember, never predict, only react. All right, take care.